Take 3. Welcome to the Knot House podcast.
I'm Kathy.
I'm Heather. We are the owners of the Knot House in Frederick, Maryland.
Today is January 16th. I think it's a Wednesday. It's dreary and cold outside.
We're in between snowstorms.
We are.
I just looked it up. The name storm that's coming through is Harvey. I asked Mom if she knew what the name of the snowstorm was. She looked at me like I was crazy, but I think that's important. So,
my car is still not. It's still snowed in. The windshield still got snow on it. The roof still got snow on it. I don't even know if I can get out. It's a good thing I just walk.
Well, that could be a problem if we get ice.
Could be a problem if we get ice.
It's supposed to get rain. It's supposed to warm up and then cool down really quick.
Well, I've got to get it out tonight, so we'll see.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.
This is our first podcast for 2019.
This is podcast
number 21.
It is.
This is a retake of 21. We had filmed one last week, and when I got home to edit it, it was just not acceptable. So we decided that we would redo it. And
there's a couple things we're going to insert.
Right, there's a couple of things. We had a visitor, Benita, came in, and I'm going to insert that at some point. So anyway.
All right. So what have you been knitting?
It's funny. She says, what have I been knitting? I've been knitting a couple of things, actually, this is a little bit funny because I'm in the exact same place I was last week when we were going to when we filmed this. On this cowl. And Mom, tell them about the yarn that I use for this. This is Lichen and Lace, the Heathered Sport, right?
Yes, it is.
Here's a label in here. I'm gonna get the pattern real quick. Oops. This is the Bosque cowl.
This is 100% Canadian wool. 215 yards. And this color is Sage, the light color.
What was the darker color can you guys see this? The darker color?
Yeah, that shows up good.
Yeah. That's the lighter color or the darker color?
Well, you just pulled it out of the center of the...
Oh, so I don't have the darker color with me because I'm done with that one.
Right.
Sorry guys, the designer of the pattern is Isabel Ale. This is the pattern. It's just a simple cowl. It's easy little color work or stranded color work because it's just two colors. It does only take 2 skeins to do the smaller one. One light color and then one darker color, contrasting color. And I picked a light green and a darker kind of browny green.
Imagine that, green, right?
But we've got a bunch of different color choices.
We have all of our colors.
Yeah, that you could choose from. And I did it because I wanted to try this yarn. It's not a superwash yarn. It is definitely a woolly yarn. And I like it.
Makes it easy to do color work though, doesn't it?
Well, it does look better. I'm not the best at color work, not near as good as Mom is. And
what size needle did you use?
I don't remember. I think I'm maybe on a 4 or 5.
Okay. But the one thing about non-superwash wool when you're doing color work is it stays where you put it. So when you come around with your new color, it stays there. Superwash is slick and it slides. So that's why it kind of puckers up.
Yeah, because this isn't puckered at all. I mean, well, you did steam it last time.
I steamed it
last week when we podcasted.
Did a little bit, but not. You can see though that there's not any pucker going on, which in a superwash, after you blocked it, there might not be any puckering, but before you block it, it's almost impossible to not have pucker because that's just the tendency of the superwash yarn.
So anyway, again, just a quick knit. She also has a hat that matches it as well. I took a time out on my turtle dove Put it right here so you guys can see that. So Turtle Dove is a popular pattern that Melissa from Espace Tricot in Montreal, Canada, that she designed. She designed it in Woolfolk, right?
Yes.
And it's just gotten a lot of popularity. And this is the one that I dyed the yarn for Gigi. If Gigi made it, I dyed the orange Gigi's Glow for her. And then when I saw how good it looks on Gigi, I decided that I wanted one too. And I dyed up this special colorway. This is Blue Eyes of Steel. And I kind of paused on it because I needed to try it on. And I've had a cold and I haven't been able to be around Mom to have her put it for her to be able to tell me, you know, whether I need to keep increasing. So far,
what size needle are you on?
I'm on 10s. I have to always usually go down a needle size, and I think to the way the pattern's written, it calls for 10.5s for the main body part. This, of course, is a little bit smaller here. This is a twisted rib, and I always love a twisted rib. But what was I gonna say? That I was in between, or I'm not decided on whether I was going to do an extra small or a small, because there's so much ease in the sweater. And Gigi had told me that she could have definitely gone down a size.
And she did.
I think she said, no, she said, I don't know what she ended up doing. I think she said she could have done a large.
She took it out and went
She backed it up. Yeah, she backed it up. So right now I'm at a extra small, but after I tried it on, I need to be at a small. There's not enough ease in the arms and through the bust. So I'm going to go ahead and make a small size, and that's going to take, I figure, about 8 skeins. And I will also do the split hem version. Let's see if I've got a picture here. This is the pattern. You can see here the split hem version. So I'm going to do a split hem. I really like a split hem, and that's that style. I'm saying
You are.
So now I know that I need to keep going. I need one more repeat, and then...
But we're going to try it on after that one repeat, just to be sure.
Yeah. And then I will split for the sleeves, and
you can see that, and I'm sure everybody knows to do that, but we've got 3 needles in this to be able to try it on. So you just put the needles in to hold the stitches so that you can try it on.
Well, and that's the beauty of a top-down sweater.
It is.
So that you can try it to see how it's fitting.
It is. Color's
So
great.
I am with less than a little bit more than a week, have to finish the sweater for Vogue.
You do.
Because I think I'm going to wear it Saturday. I don't know. Are you going to have the Elton done?
No, I'm not.
Can you guys believe that? She's let me down.
I have.
So yeah, so again, this is done in the Knot House Yarns bulky lickety split, and this is the colorway
Green Eyes of Steel.
Blue Eyes of Steel.
Blue Eyes of Steel.
Blue Eyes of Steel. And I pulled a couple of colors. So these we currently have 8 of. And if you are interested in doing the Turtle Dove in this yarn, if you will just contact us and let us know a color that you want that's in my colorway that you want me to dye up, I'm happy to do that for you. But we have Always the Bridesmaid, and I've got that in the quantity of 8 already. We've got Casual Friday, which is a pretty brown, and that's a popular color.
Kind of a khaki color.
And Chateau Bordeaux, which would be gorgeous, done in this one too.
Hey, you should make me one.
Yeah, maybe. Chimney Sweep, which is just a darker gray. And I thought there was one more. Well, this is just Blue Eyes of Steel. I dyed up a little bit extra Blue Eyes of Steel. So that's that.
I don't know that there's 8 of that.
Well,
but again, all you have to do is call, talk to me,
or email us, or
something.
Put a note on the podcast comment. Which reminds me, we have a giveaway.
We do.
I'm kind of jumping around, but I just thought of this. So we are over 2,000 subscribers. I think we're over 2,100. I haven't looked in the past couple of days, but that's quite exciting. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. It really means a lot to Mom and I.
It does.
And it's so funny. Mom will tell stories about people coming in to the shop and, you know, having a fangirl moment. And they say, oh, we watched the podcast. So thank you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks so much. One of my students, her sister was here, and she's from, I think she's in New Jersey. And because she was coming to visit, I did a class with both of them. And the daughter, who's maybe 12, 14, came back in to meet me because she'd watched me on the podcast. And it just it cheers me up, you know, because I don't think I'm anybody but just me, and that is all who I am. So it always warms my heart when people come in and say they watch us on the podcast and that they follow us. It means the world.
So we're doing a giveaway, and this time we are going to give away a skein of Hue Made. We got this at Indie Untangled when we were at Rhinebeck this past year, and this colorway is called Tart. It's a beautiful orange, orangey, peachy red
with a little bit of purple in it.
A little bit of purple. It is a 2-ply fingering, 100% superwash merino, 400 yards. Again, Hue Made. And we also have Hue Made Made Cloud, which is her mohair. And it's 72% kid mohair and 28% silk. And this is the colorway Blood Orange. So I know that we had said a date before last week when we filmed as to when we would pick. Sorry guys, I have a cough drop in my mouth. That's what I'm chewing on over here. So what do you think now about when we'll pick the date for the winter, Mom? When we get back from Vogue?
Let's do the 1st of February.
February 1st?
February 1st. Yes.
Okay, so all you have to do is leave us a comment.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. You do have to be a subscriber in order to qualify to win. And usually, Mom, tell them how you notify them.
I'll notify you on your comment on the website. I mean, on the podcast. So where you've commented, I reply to you with, you're the lucky one.
And then they have to contact us so that we get their address.
I'll tell you what to do after that. Yeah.
So anyway, so that's exciting. And what else do we have back here, Mom?
All right. So if you
want to talk about,
if you'll move this out of the way,
because Mom doesn't have anything.
I don't have.
Well, she has something finished. Let's just be clear. She has something finished, but she can't show it yet.
But I will be wearing it at Vogue.
She'll be wearing it at Vogue. So.
I will. So just
if you watched our last podcast, you know what it is.
All right, so this is The Poet, and it was in issue 6 of Lane, which was the last Lane issue.
Do we have any more of those?
I ordered more.
You did? Okay.
I did.
So I wonder if everybody can see that. Okay.
This is by Sari Norlund, and I hope I haven't butchered that. So Carissa did this one. It is done in diamond sock. The stitch definition is absolutely gorgeous.
Carissa works here in the shop too, by the way, and she is also a fabulous knitter.
She is a fabulous knitter, and she has become a fabulous sweater knitter.
Because when we first opened, I remember when she came in and started her first sweater.
Yes.
What was that one? That was an Alicia Plummer, right?
A birch bark, and she's working on it. She's going to finish it. So she's done several since then, but she had always thought she didn't want to be a sweater knitter. Well, she's got the bug now.
Well, all you have to do is be around you for a little while.
Well, I try to convince everybody to be sweater
So, Mom,
knitters.
do you remember the colorway? I know I dyed this and I should know the colorway, but this, I'm trying to remember what it is.
It's the appeal.
This is not the appeal.
Well, you never named this one. This,
Yes, I did name it.
No, you did not. Because you've never done this one again.
That is not true. She's not telling the truth. I just don't think we have it.
Right. She did the long sleeves instead of the version. The pattern is just 3/4 length sleeves. So she did the long sleeves and did a nice long cuff.
I know I did.
It just took 3 skeins. She used a size 5 needle. And the 2 things that she did, the mods that she did, was the long sleeve. And then at the neckline, when you pick up to do the ribbing at the neckline, she picked up the same number of stitches, but she decreased 10. She didn't want it quite as boat neck as what she was afraid it was going to be. So the front is the lace pattern. The sleeves are just plain stocking net, but the back is also the lace pattern. And it is, of course, lace is Carissa's thing for sure, but it is just perfect. It's absolutely gorgeous. She had it on the other day, and I asked her if she'd bring it in so I could take pictures of it and we could use it for the podcast. So I'm glad she did.
It's really pretty.
It is very pretty.
I'll insert the name of the colorway down at the bottom.
Or the dark version of Appeal. Either one.
No, it's not the dark version of Appeal. And here's the problem, though. We don't have any sock yarn for me to dye this up.
But we'll get it.
Yeah, we'll have it.
Yes, we will.
And there's other colors, of course, in the sock
Right.
too. So, how many skeins did it take?
3.
Okay.
1 less than she thought. You dyed her 4, which is why
You have
I
the
have
one left over.
left over.
So, do you know what size she made?
I think she made a medium. I think.
Okay. Yeah, it's really pretty, and it really feels good.
It does. And it looked great on her when she wore it the other day.
Did you already say that this has got the mohair in it?
I said it was your diamond sock. I didn't say that.
Okay.
One though, and I hopefully will have it for your next podcast. Laura Silberman did one in Surprise Lily, Holden Mohair, Surprise Lily, Lottie Dottie K, and she held mohair with it. Absolutely gorgeous. But I'll have it next time.
For the podcast.
For the
next time.
podcast, yeah.
So I think now is when I'm going to insert when Benita came in.
Okay.
Okay? So let's pause for a second.
Come in.
Yeah, we're filming. I've got yarn for you.
That's right.
You can go in the back room.
Come sit. Introduce Benita. We talk about Benita a lot.
Benita, here's
This is the podcast?
this is the podcast. This is Benita.
I didn't expect to be on camera today.
Well, I didn't
Gee.
expect it either. I didn't
It's a
even
good
know you
hair
were
day.
coming in.
No hair day.
What do you got on?
This sweater is about 20
Warm, though,
years
isn't it?
old. It's very warm. It's made out of a bulky. At one time, Donegal Tweed used to do a bulky. So it's a bulky, and it's an interesting construction. You start at the back and knit it over. Anyway, that's what
Oh,
it is.
okay.
I don't know the name of it. Oh, I
Okay.
love it, Heather.
Good, I hope so.
Oh, this is almost your color.
It's
Kind of tealy.
yeah, it's I changed it just a little bit because I thought it was just a tad loud
Yeah.
before.
I love it.
So
Oh,
for
this
those
is
of
gonna
you
be
watching, this is sultry. This is sultry in DK.
great. It's going to be great in this pattern too.
And Benita is who Mom travels with when she goes to Edinburgh and anywhere
See,
fun.
It's just a tad.
It's just
calmer.
a tad
It
calmer.
is.
Yeah.
But I love it.
But when I look at that wall, that green jumps out at me as it needs to be a little quieter.
Yeah,
So-
I like this a lot. And actually, I'm making something called the Ennis Pullover. It's an old pattern, but it's lots of cables in the sleeves, the front and the back. And I just know this yarn's going to show it off beautifully.
So I'll hold this up.
Well, there's a larger
picture.
Is there a larger picture?
Yeah. And, you know, I'm into cables like Kathy's into color.
Yeah, you always. And I was a little worried that the cable's not going to show up as well in the darker colored yarn.
I think this is going to be great.
Can you guys
though.
see that?
And that's a interweave knits. It's about 2
So
years
this should
old.
be in on Ravelry though, right? The
Yes,
pattern?
it is. It's a
Yeah.
Ravelry.
So it's Ennis, Ennis. I'm saying this so that
Yeah.
later when I have to put the notes at the bottom, I'll remember what it is. So, yeah, that's going to be gorgeous.
Isn't
Yeah.
that gorgeous?
So is that an Edinburgh sweater?
Well, yes, because I wanted something to show the texture, and I wanted it in your yarn, because then I'll have cards in my pocket. When people say, "Oh, I like this," I can do the card. That's what this is all about. It's not like I don't have 5 new sweaters for Edinburgh, but I needed one more.
Do you really have 5?
Yes. Along
Yes.
with socks.
Socks made out of not house yarn.
One day I'll have that much time.
Yeah, it's all about time and sitting on your
Yeah.
butt. But yeah, this is going to be great. I love this, Heather. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was just so impressed that I had a personal relationship with the dyer.
So funny.
Okay, I'm out
All
here. I
right.
didn't intend to
Okay.
be on camera. You guys go right ahead. I'm going to wind my
All right, you know where the winder is.
Yep, I'm good.
Why don't you show what you brought in today?
Okay.
Now, first question is going to be, are they on the website? Not yet. I might get them up this afternoon. I might not.
Well, this video is not going to be up this afternoon.
Right, so it'll be
So
up
by
when
the
you see
time
it.
you see this, they
Yes.
will be on the website, right?
That is true.
Okay, so just a couple of things. We'll start with Juliet. I know I had shown this last time. I think I showed it on Sock. But I have now dyed Juliet on Decay. And as you can see, it is a kind of a, I think I said this was like a tea stain color with little bits of red and a little bits of brown. So we've got that. I have also dyed Tea Stain as well,
Which is
in
kind of
DK.
a light khaki color.
It's kind of a light khaki color. I may perfect this a little bit. I'm not quite sure that this is the final version. So then I have been talking a little bit on Instagram about the Valentine collection that I was going to do. So I've done 3 colors so far. I have a couple more I could do, but we'll see how it goes if anybody even cares. So the first one is Valentine. So
pretty.
we have Valentine. It's a pink undertone. Somebody asked on Instagram, I think just a few minutes ago, if it was a takeoff of a rose color. And I don't know. I guess you could say that it kind of is a rosy pink.
It is a rosy pink. I mean, pink is a rose color.
Yeah.
You think about pink as being rose. So it's a redder pink than it is a blue pink.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then it's got, of course, little spots of darker pink and a little bit of red in there.
And we also have that on sock.
Yes, we have this on Diamond Sock and we have it in DK. I have not done this on Lickety Split Bulky yet. If I have requests for it, I will. I did do it on the Mo Debonair.
Put those up together, Heather.
I did that last night, actually. I was quite pleased with how that came out. You see that?
Very pretty.
Yeah. I also have Box of Chocolates, which is a red and brown. And then there's some parts that are redder and there's some parts that are browner. But I did this also in Mohair.
And that is just pretty as it can be.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to say that they all 4 don't match, all 4 skeins, because there's one that's lighter and there's one that's darker.
No, it's mohair.
Yeah, when you're working with mohair and you're doing multicolors like this, you're doing 4 at a time. It's tricky. So again, this is Box of Chocolates in DK, and then I've got that in mohair, and then this is Crazy Heart,
Very pretty.
which is just a kind of a cherry,
Raspberry
kind of cherry color. It also looks good with Valentine.
It does.
Mm-hmm. So this is Crazy Heart, and I did that in mohair as well. So there you go.
All right.
and I guess there'll be more to come.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, like you said, those will be on the website, and of course here in the shop. So, what else, Mom?
Well, we're going to be at Vogue, and if you're there,
I wonder if we're
see
going to
us.
have a snowstorm that weekend.
Oh, I don't know.
It's supposed to be really, really cold. They're talking about the polar vortex.
Okay.
It's coming. But before we can talk about the polar vortex, we have to get through Harvey. Is it Harvey? What was the name of the storm? Harper. See, it takes a village.
So we'll be there. We'll be there Friday night and Saturday. I think the market opens on Sunday at 10. I doubt we go back Sunday morning because we're coming back on the train Sunday.
So if you see us, say hi. We always appreciate people that stop us, and
We do.
we try to have a few goodies.
We might have some goodies. Right.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see Miriam and Christina. Do you know if Red Bank Mike is coming with them?
You know, I don't know. I haven't talked to
I need to
Christine
text her.
in the last couple of weeks because Paul's going to be with us Friday night.
Mm-hmm. And then he's coming back early because he can only take so much.
Yarny, goodness.
He can only take so much. What does he call it? He calls it fatal attraction.
Yeah, that's what he calls it. That's what he told me today. That's what he told me today.
When I started dyeing yarn in the kitchen, he would come in and said it smelled like fatal attraction. Which I guess everybody has an image, right? You know, it's about cooking the bunny.
That's what he said.
And quickly he got me to set up downstairs in the basement.
He said he had the electrician come in today.
Oh, he didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
I wonder if he texted me and I didn't.
Yeah, well.
Well, that's not good because I'm not there to tell him what I need.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
This is what happens.
This is what happens.
So we've got that, and then the next weekend we have marinated yarns
For a trunk show.
for a trunk show.
And that is Saturday and Sunday.
It is Saturday and Sunday. They will be here,
Okay.
so that's exciting.
And then we have some new yarns coming in. I know that you just placed an order for Hue Made.
I did.
So we'll have that soon. And then we have something else we're working on too. So
We
just keep bumping right along. 2019, here we come.
We've had some questions about whether we were going to have the pop-up shop again. I've gotten quite a few questions, as a matter of
Of
fact.
course.
And yes, we will have the pop-up shop again. We will be doing early birds.
But we don't really do that sale for the early bird tickets until March.
Right.
March is when,
First of
and we'll
April,
talk
I think.
about that
We will.
way more
but I
about
just
that.
wanted to
Yeah.
to clarify. There's been people say, "Are you going to do it?" And yes, we are. And it will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
So that's all I've got.
Well, I better contact Paul about the electrician.
Don't forget our giveaway.
Right. Don't forget our giveaway.
Those are gorgeous colors, and they're not my colors at all. But
I'm going to get the name of that pattern real quick about the hat, because that would be something else you could do with that hat. Except I don't think that's this may be DK.
It is DK, but you can always hold
Oh, it doesn't have a label in it.
Codicus.
Codicus? The Codicus
No.
hat? No, I thought
No.
Codicus was a sweater.
Codicus is a shawl.
This was the hat I was talking about. You guys know which one I'm talking about. Anyway, I'll put a pattern suggestion down.
But you can always hold the fingering double to make DK.
True.
And you
There
would
she
still,
is. What would I do without her?
And you would still have enough.
Okay.
Especially holding the mohair with it would be no problem. You know, that the test knit that I did for Caitlin, that was what I did.
You held the two fingering together with the mohair
I held two fingering together to make DK.
to make DK.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, guys.
All
Thanks
right.
for watching us. Again, you can find us at www.knothousyarns.com. That's our website. You can find us on Instagram as The Knot House. You can find us on Facebook as The Knot
Knot
House
House.
too. And on Ravelry as
The knot
The
house.
Knot House. Pretty much the Knot House and you can find us. So,
All right.
hope to see you at Vogue. Hope everybody has a great weekend and hope you
Stay safe with all the snow and ice.
get a bunch of knitting time in.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.